counting down the minutes to the first pitch of today's game.
Yes!
Who's in the starting lineup?
Come on, son. You got to get out there and take the mound. It's game time.
What does the skipper have to say?
It's an attitude. You got to be willing to defend. You got to be willing to base run, or you can't play here.
It's the leadoff show powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook with Tommy Wortz on 1250 AM and 105.7 FM, The Fan.
Welcome in to the leadoff show, live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Tommy Wortz here with you, getting you caught up all things Brewers Dodgers ahead of Game 3 of the National League Championship Series. It'll be Aaron Ashby as another opener going up against Tyler Glasnow of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Expect to see Jacob Mizorowski as the first guy out of the pen. Seems like they pushed back Quintana yet another day. But what does the rest of the lineup look like here? That's what we're getting to next.
Looking up, and it is gone.
It's almost time for the first pitch. Let's see who's in today's starting lineups. Brought to you by Lakeland University. Experience it your way. Visit lakeland.edu. It's the leadoff show powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 1250 AM and 105.7 FM, The Fan.
Thanks again to Lakeland University for being a part of the leadoff show. Experience it your way at lakeland.edu. First up for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani will lead off. He is the DH. Mookie Betts, the shortstop, bats second. Will Smith, the catcher, moves up to bat third. Freddie Freeman will bat cleanup today, play first base. Tommy Edman, the second baseman, will bat fifth. Teoscar Hernandez in right field will bat sixth. Max Muncy is the third baseman, batting seventh. Enrique Hernandez, Kike Hernandez, batting eighth in left field. And Andy Pajes is the center fielder, batting ninth. Now for the Milwaukee Brewers, Jackson Chourio in right field to lead off for Milwaukee. Bryce Terang at second base will bat second. William Contreras is catching, batting third. Christian Yelich will bat fourth and DH today. Andrew Vaughn at first base will bat fifth. Sal Frelick in center field will bat sixth. Caleb Durbin at third base bats seventh today. Jake Bauers back in the lineup in left field, batting eighth. And rounding things out, the shortstop today, Joey Ortiz. Well, the Brewers are looking to become just the fourth team in Major League history to win a 7-game postseason series after losing the first 2 games at home. All 3 of those instances, however, have come in the next series, the World Series, that is. Got to go back to the 1996 Yankees, the last time it has happened against the Atlanta Braves in that series. The other 2 happening back with the 88 Mets and the 85 Royals. The Brewers were the best team on the road in Major League Baseball. They were 45-36, including a 3-game sweep of the same Los Angeles Dodgers back in July. The Brewers now, however, the offense has not been performing up to the ability, and we all know that. We saw the stat over the weekend. The Brewers have one official at-bat, not plate appearance, but official at-bat with a runner in scoring position in this series. I say the weekend, over the last couple of days, I meant. Bryce Terang striking out with the bases loaded is the only officially recorded at-bat. There's been some plate appearances, obviously, but between walks and sac flies, that doesn't matter. It's not the same. Right now, the Brewers need to find a way to get the offense moving, and it does not get easier. While Yoshinobu Yamamoto put up an all-timer in NLCS Game 2, they now have to move on to a guy, Tyler Glasnow, who has been pretty damn good too. He has some experience against Milwaukee this season. This will be his 3rd time facing the Milwaukee Brewers. And all signs pointing to this has to be the guy Milwaukee has to get to. The Brewers have 5 hits. They are batting .086. .086 as a team through the first 2 games of the NLCS. they have faced 17 innings of starting pitching. Just that game one, the bottom of the ninth, with a chance against Roki Sasaki and Blake Trinan, that has been the only hope right now for the Brewers. The pitching side of things, as we said, Aaron Ashby to open again. They're just going to let this guy's arm fall off on the mound at this point for Milwaukee. And I had some sound posted up ready to go from Jose Quintana speaking yesterday, in which all signs were pointing to he was going to be the guy coming up playing today for Milwaukee. That has taken a quick turn. It seems like Jacob Misiorowski is actually going to be the first man out of the pen after Aaron Ashby. They're going to let the Miz pitch at Chavez Ravine, see how things go. He's lived up to the moment as of right now in the postseason. The back end of the year wasn't necessarily great for Jacob Misiorowski, but 7 innings of work of just 1-run balls so far. Back to the NLDS, the caveat, all of that at home at American Family Field. So we will see the first time Jacob Misiorowski on the road in the postseason. Only real positive thing to talk about, if that, from game number 2, Jackson Chourio, his homer, now tied for the most home runs in Brewers franchise history in the postseason with 4, a staggering 4. He's all over it, guys. He's only 21. I mean, he could have this record if the Brewers make the playoffs, 6 of the next 8 years after this. Who's to say Jackson Chourio doesn't triple this record by the Brewers, by the way? 4 was the record before that. Jackson Chourio trying to stay hot, ignite this team. He's back in the leadoff spot again today, but I don't think many people are worried about what Jackson Chourio's bat will do in the postseason. Some people have already started to target Christian Yelich. Yelich is back in the 4 spot today. He has struggled big time in the series against the Dodgers so far. Christian Yelich right now in the NLCS is 0 for 7. Has not gotten a hit against the Dodgers yet. In the postseason, he is 5 for 26. This needs to be a moment where you see the guy you're paying the most money, not to say that he didn't earn that from his time already, but Christian Yelich is a guy a lot of people are pointing to. It is the guy poking the stick meme of come on, do something. Need something out of you, Christian. Very uncompetitive at bats, too, at that. He spoke to the media earlier today. He says he feels fine, says he feels healthy, says he could just be in one of those modes right now. And he has an opportunity to get out of it to help lead this Brewers team in a victory in Game 3. Christian Yelich speaking to the media earlier today.
We get this one today. You feel a lot better about, where you're at position-wise.
Adam?
Christian, you may have seen Shohei Ohtani took BP on the field yesterday, and it caused a big stir. You also don't often hit BP on the field. How do you pick those times to do it? And did you think about it in this series with just trying to get the back going?
No, I didn't see that he hit on the field. Haven't been on the social medias in a few weeks, but I feel like you can work on more stuff in the cage. It's more of a controlled environment. You can do more drill stuff. You can, slow it down a little bit and really get good work in. That's why I do it. It's when you hit on the field BP, it's just overhand kind of throwing it. If you want to see the sight lines at a new stadium or something, or just get loose, I think it's great. But you have a lot more tools at your disposal in the cage, and I've just come up with a good routine in there that I like to do, and myself and Connor like to do, and that's why I do it. And there's less distractions, and it's kind of just been what I've felt comfortable with over the last few years.
Straight back on the left.
Christian, it seems like the sun is going to be a factor here this afternoon, and you've played here before. What challenges is it like to play in this park, and how do you have to adjust, kind of, so to speak?
Yeah, well, that's part of the postseason. Sometimes you have odd start times for games just based on the TV schedule. And, shadows aren't a great favorable hitting environment, but both teams got to deal with them, and you just got to find a way, right? And we've got shadows that, at home sometimes. It's gotten better this year with kind of how they've closed half the roof. But really what the shadows do is it's just kind of hard to pick up spin on the ball sometimes. It's just like a dark object coming at you. But, it's not our first time playing a shadow game, and both teams have to deal with it, like I said. So it's about finding a way to win and doing what you got to do to, come out on top.
Okay, far right, Zach.
Christian, you guys have the best road record in baseball this year. What went into that success? Is there anything you can lean on from that for games 3 and 4?
It's just playing the games, whether it's home or away, it's still a baseball game, and just going out and executing and playing well. I think that's why we had success this year on the road. Was we just did our thing. We knew it makes us successful, and you go out there and do it. It's the same dimensions on both fields, whether it's home or away, just kind of different crowd noises. So the new environment, fine for us. And, we got hopefully 3 big games here.
You going left?
Christian, there's a lot being made in this series about seeing a reliever multiple times through, obviously with Ash pitching every day and Abner pitching every day and other guys for your team. Just from your experience and facing other teams and their relievers multiple times, is that a real thing in such a short series? And just, what's your experience with that?
Yeah, I mean, that's also part of the postseason where, like in these long series that you're going to match up with a lot of the same guys, and a lot of those same relievers are the ones that they target to line up against you. So you end up getting multiple bats off a guy, and you try to make adjustments based on how they approach you, or you kind of think about the at bat, whether it went good or bad, and like, all right, this is the adjustment I need to make against this guy, or this is how they attack me, and this is what I need to do. And that's really throughout the entire series and in the playoffs, is how all the pitchers attack you, or how teams attack you, and what you want to do, and how you can continue to make adjustments. And it's the game within the game thing of postseason baseball.
Okay, you go back to the right again. Back.
Christian, you talked after game 2 about some of your struggles recently, and that you'd be maybe adjusting or tweaking over the last during the off day. Did you make any adjustments? Did you see anything that you might have missed when you're at the plate?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not ideal, right, to not be feeling great at the plate, but that's also baseball season. You have a couple game stretches where things aren't going your way, you're not feeling your best, and you have to make tweaks and adjustments to get things going. It's magnified obviously in the postseason, but you're still dealing with that stuff all the time during the regular season. And you're always one swing away, one at bat away, one moment away from, getting out of that and changing how you kind of feel about the series, really. And hopefully we've got a lot of games left and can continue to build. And that's really our team. It's just like, you just continue to fight, you keep trying to get better, keep trying to get things going. That's how you have to look at it, and how I've looked at it. And, it's the game of baseball, and you always have to stay positive and think like the next great moment's just right around the corner.
Okay, back to Adam.
Christian, how's your health at this particular point in time? And can you rule out the back being any part of what's going on?
Yeah, we're all good. I mean, you go through those stretches, man. It's unfortunate that it's at this time. Nobody wants it to be that way, but I have faith that I'm going to come out of it, start playing better, start hitting better. And, I've had 4 game stretches during the season where it hasn't gone my way, and you come right back out of it. So, health wise, I'm good to go, feel fine. And, had a good off day yesterday, got some good work in, going to go get some more good work in today after this. And, looking forward to getting out there later today.
There is Christian Yelich speaking to the media before today's game. That audio courtesy MLB.com. It is the leadoff show. We are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. And that last question from Adam McCalvey covers the Brewers for MLB.com, asking about his health. And I don't know if there would have been any concerns about Christian Yelich's health until you saw Jake Bowers is playing the outfield, right? I don't know if people were concerned about his health based on his performances at the plate. And his performance at the plate is not the only one to be critical of. Yelich, Contreras, Vaughn combined 0 for 21 over the last two games. 0 for 21 from your 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Like, that's not going to add up to a very successful series at all if that happens. And it's been everyone. They've had 5 hits, right? Jake Bowers currently has the best batting average in the National League Championship Series. That's crazy to think. Why else? Jackson Churrios 1 for 7 right now. Caleb Durbin's 1 for 6. Sal Frelick's 1 for 6. So Bryce Terang 1 for 8 right now as well. I don't think that anyone is questioning the health because of the performance at the plate. This is strictly because he's not playing the outfield. Is Jake Bowers a better outfielder than Christian Yelich? Is that what we're all going to just say that happened overnight? I don't know. Nikolay Law fan talking text line 414-677-1250. If you want to be a part of the show, you can join in like my guy Trell on the north side. Trell, how we doing this evening, my man?
How you doing, man? I'm
Very
doing
good.
pretty good.
Very good. Brewers game coming up. What do you got for me, Trell?
Well, I did say that the last game was a must-win.
Yeah.
But it's not over. So I think the most important thing that as fans that we can really hang our hats on is that they are in an offensive slump as a collective team.
Sure.
So last game, they did start to hit the ball hard, even though it was out. They were putting the barrel on the ball. So that was very encouraging. I'm just hoping that they get out of that funk tonight. And I believe if they do get out of that funk, I think the Dodgers might be in trouble because normally when a team gets out of an offensive funk, they normally run off a number of games.
Sure.
So and I believe if their offense, if they get out of this funk and they get back to playing Milwaukee Brewers baseball like they've been playing all year, I think it's going to be a very, very good season. I mean, a good series. And we'll probably be back here in Milwaukee talking about some Brewers baseball.
Who's it start with, Trell? Who are you looking at?
I think it has to start with the bigger name guys like Yelich, like you were just saying, like Yelich. I think Churriel has kind of come out of his a little bit, and I'm looking for the catcher.
Contreras,
Contreras to kind of get going a little bit too. So those three, but maybe a Bryce Terang because he's been in a very prolonged slump.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll get out of it too. So I'm looking at all these guys as a collective, but I think that's the main thing is that we got to understand that they have been in an offensive slump, and it sucks that it happened at the time it is. But eventually, hopefully, they're going to bounce out of it, and that's my positive.
From your mouths to God's ears, Trell. Have a good rest of your day, my friend.
You too.
There he is, Trell on the north side. Nikolay Law fan talking text line 414-677-1250. When we come back, we will talk to our guy Austin Herdina over at the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Pick his brain on some of the best bets if you want to get any action today on Brewers Dodgers ahead of Game 3 of the NLCS. It is the leadoff show. Tommy Wortz here with you live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
Looking up, and it is gone.
It's almost time for the first pitch. Let's see who's in today's starting lineups. Brought to you by Lakeland University. Experience it your way. Visit lakeland.edu. It's the leadoff show powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 1250 AM and 1057 FM, The Fan.
Welcome back to the leadoff show. Tommy Wortz here with you live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Before we get over to our guy, Austin Herdina at Potawatomi, Brewers lineup in case you missed it earlier in the show. Jackson Churio in right field to lead things off. Bryce Terang will bat second. Play second. William Contreras will catch and bat third. Christian Yelich is the DH, batting fourth. Andrew Vaughn at first base will bat fifth. Batting sixth in center field, it is Sal Frelick. Caleb Durbin at third base bats seventh. Jake Bowers in left field batting eighth. Rounding things out for the Crew, batting ninth, the shortstop, Joey Ortiz.
Let's get the latest on today's odds for the game. What's the best way to go? Let's check in with our expert from the Potawatomi Sportsbook to find out. It's the leadoff show powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 1250 AM and 1057 FM, The Fan.
Joining us now on the Fan Guest Hotline, powered by Gruber Law. You can find him over at the Potawatomi Sportsbook because he's the manager of the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Austin Herdina now live here on the leadoff show. Mr. Herdina, how are we doing today, my friend?
I am feeling optimistic today.
Wow.
How are you feeling?
I'm trying to be not emotional so people can't get a gauge on how I'm feeling, which
Okay.
should show you that optimism isn't going to be shown while you talk to me most of this time. But
I'm okay with my vulnerability, Tommy. Okay, I'm a man.
Yes.
I'm a man of my emotions on my sleeve.
Yes.
I am optimistic today about this Brewer team.
What's making
I'm
you
not
so
giving up.
optimistic today, Austin?
We've played the worst 4 games I've ever seen. We played the last. we only have. I told you the stat I saw was we have
14,
what was it?
14 hits, I think, over the last 4 games.
Yeah, worse than like franchise history or something. Like,
not
and
great.
it comes at what the most important time of the year.
Yeah,
it's not good. It's amazing that we, are to the point we're at right now, but we need to put that in action. We got to get some wins, and I'm attacking the first inning. I'm going right into my bet if that's fine with you.
Go for it.
I'm attacking the first inning. I feel like Brewers are going to get on the board. We're going to get the lead in the game. So Brewers to score a run in the first inning. Some of our top 3 guys, I think, are going to be involved. Whether it's Churio, Terang, Contreras, I think they're going to get on base. And I think Yelich is going to end his really awful run he's on right now, and he's going to drive one of them in. So Brewers to score in the first, and Yelich to get an RBI. We're looking at plus 525 today.
Plus 525.
And the RBI can come at any point in the game,
Yes.
but if he does it in the first, you win right there.
Right away. Plus 525, courtesy of the Potawatomi Sportsbook. That is the Brewers to score in the first inning and Yelich to record an RBI in the contest. The full betting odds, courtesy of the Potawatomi Sportsbook. It is Dodgers minus 175 on the money line, plus 148 for Milwaukee. And the over-under set at 8, in case you were wondering as well. But Austin Herdina, very confident in the Brewers' ability in the first inning to score and then to knock out this streak Christian Yelich has of no RBIs in the postseason. Do you know the last time he has a playoff RBI, Austin?
Gosh, was it like when I was in high school? I don't know.
2018, the NLCS Game 7. That's the last time. It was against these Dodgers. He's missed some time. Don't discredit that, right? He's missed a few postseasons along the way. But the last time Christian Yelich recorded an RBI in the postseason was back in 2018. That not
was
concerning.
he a Brewer or a Marlin?
He was a Brewer. Yes, he was.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. He's done it as a Brewer, but it's been that long. That was 7 years ago. So I don't know how young you are, but if you were in high school 7 years ago, then yes, the answer is yes. That's how long it's been. I was a freshman in college. Just to put you out.
No, I was like 31.
Okay,
No.
nice. Yeah, perfect.
But hey, I saw another stat I got to share with you too.
Yeah.
You know that the Brewers are 0-34 in this series against non-fastballs.
Wow.
So like
when the pitcher's throwing a changeup or a curve or a slider, splitter, whatever it is, we can't get a hit. It's just not working.
I know. I would just throw Yelich all curveballs at this point. He's swinging at everything, it feels like. So don't throw
I think we're getting the glass now.
Need to. He's way more dependent on the fastball too. So I think that's a fair argument to say why they would be able to do it. Austin Herdina joining us over from the Potawatomi Sportsbook. What else is coming up over at Potawatomi that people need to know about, Austin?
Listen, I just had one of our ice cream sundaes in the sports book. So sorry if I'm a little hyped up right now. I have a little more energy. But come get the ice cream sundae, by the way. It's fantastic. 3 large scoops, sprinkles, whipped cream, cherry on top. You got vanilla wafers all the way around it. It's hot fudge. It's quite the ice cream sundae if you're interested in that stuff. Come to our sports book, man. We got a great game tonight. Afterwards, we got the late game in Seattle. We got Thursday night football. Just a great night for sports tonight, and we're going to start it off with a Brewers win.
That would be awesome. Love to hear it. It is Austin Herdina joining us for the leadoff show as he does each and every day. His parlay for the people, Christian Yelich to record an RBI, and the Brewers to score in the first inning. That'll pay plus 525, courtesy of the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Austin, have a great rest of your day, my friend. Enjoy the game, and of course, go Brewers.
Go Brewers.
There he is, Austin Herdina, jumping off the fan guest hotline, powered by Gruber Law. One call, that's all. Back to the Nicolay Law fan talking text line. Greg in Waukesha. Greg, you're on the leadoff show. How we doing today, Greg?
Good, Tommy. Excited to see what this Wisconsin Sports Radio Network is all about. I'm really excited. Hopefully, you guys are adding some new stations to the pod.
Oh yeah, we are.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Hey, Brewers need to get back to playing small ball tonight, their brand of small ball.
Yeah.
It seems like their motto has been, throughout the postseason. I hear them say it, but I don't necessarily hear them do it. Like each guy needs to step up and keep moving the chains and moving the needle, so to speak. And I don't. It seems like that's a good tagline. I don't necessarily see that happening right now. But my guy for tonight is how about Mr. Sal Frelick?
Okay,
getting back on his hitting ways and seeing what he can do tonight. So Sal Frelick is my guy, and even Joey Ortiz, getting back. And hey, I have to the last guy that called in, Terrell. I have to just say the Brewers are actually, and this is partly in response to what Murphy said too, or what Yelich said. The Brewers are a good defensive team. They have been good defensively, throughout the whole playoffs. I feel like it's just a hitting. I feel like that's one piece that they're missing.
It's a massive piece right now, Greg. They've got 5 hits over the last 2 games right now. 100%.
Errors on defense, we're not seeing a lot of them. So we just need to get down to hitting. Like I said, move the needle.
Yeah. I like it, Greg.
That's going to be my hashtag for tonight's game. Hashtag move the needle.
Move the needle.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you, Greg. Greg in Waukesha jumping off the Nicolay Law fan talking text line 414-677-1250 if you want to be a part of the program as well. Let's move into our next feature. This one's called Eye on the Enemy.
Nobody likes them.
Craig Counsell returning to American Family Field.
We all want to see them lose.
It's not my job to tell people how to feel about something or even to figure it out. Let people feel how they want to feel. And I'm good with that, and I think it doesn't have to be all positive.
It's time to eye up the enemy for today's game. It's the leadoff show powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 1250 AM and 105.7 FM, The Fan.
Thanks to Iron Workers Local 8 for sponsoring, being a part of the leadoff show again, all the way into the postseason, hung out with us all regular season, And they're back here for Eye on the Enemy as well, building Milwaukee's future one beam at a time with Ironworkers Local 8. Eye on the Enemy. Looking at Glasnow, right, in this one. He had 2 starts against Milwaukee coming back from injury back in early July. In those 2 starts, it was 11 innings of work. He went 5 in his first one, 6 in his second one. Had an earned run in each of those games, had a run in each of those games, had an earned run in just one of them. He had some success. Looking at the lineup and what they did against him in that time, Jackson Churio 1 for 7, Bryce Terang 3 for 8, had an opportunity. William Contreras 0 for 9 in his career off of Tyler Glasnow. Christian Yelich 1 for 14. That's not great. Andrew Vaughn 0 for 5, Sal Frelick 0 for 5, Caleb Durbin 1 for 3, Jake Bowers 1 for 6, but it is a homer. He is the only guy who has taken Tyler Glasnow deep in his career as well. Coming up on the leadoff show, we will hear from Pat Murphy on the other side of this break. That is what he had to say earlier today about this team. I'm sure you guys saw the clip moving around on social media of his son Austin giving out some positive remarks on this team on why they can battle back. I don't doubt it. Look, I do not doubt this Brewers team anymore. They've had a lot of opportunities this year to doubt them. I do think that it is possible for them to formulate something and bring something together to rattle off 4 of the next 5 games, whatever it might be, right? Is the odds in their favor? No, not necessarily. But if this team did it, would it surprise me? Absolutely not. Let's hear from Pat Murphy on the other side. It is the leadoff show. We are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Let's hear from the skipper next.
Looking up, and it is gone.
It's almost time for the first pitch. Let's see who's in today's starting lineups. Brought to you by Lakeland University. Experience it your way. Visit lakeland.edu. It's the leadoff show powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 1250 AM and 1057 FM, The Fan.
Welcome back to the leadoff show. Tommy Wortz here with you live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Before we get over to the Coach's Corner with Pat Murphy, Brewers lineup today: Jackson Churio in right field to lead things off. Bryce Terang at second base will bat second. William Contreras is catching, batting third. Christian Yelich, the DH, bats fourth. Andrew Vaughn at first base will bat fifth. Sal Frelick in center field will bat sixth. Caleb Durbin, the third baseman, batting seventh. Jake Bowers in left field will bat eighth. And Joey Ortiz is the shortstop, rounding things out, batting ninth.
Line drive, base hit, down the left field line.
Let's see what the skipper has to say heading into today's game. Let's head to the Coach's Corner. It's the leadoff show powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 1250 AM and 1057 FM, The Fan.
Just an act. I'm not laid back. Nervous as hell. Come on. No, I mean, you compete with freedom, and you got to feel good enough about yourself and good enough about the situation to be free to compete so your best foot can be forward. And I'm just hoping our guys do that. Everybody's uptight. Everybody has that pit in their stomach. They don't want to lose. They want to play good. And we understand the process of competing. But to compete with freedom is the key. And it's hard to do. It's hard to do.
Okay, we're going to go straight back on the right. Moving back.
Hi, over here. Hi. Yesterday, you mentioned that Blake Snell has a bigger payroll than your whole pitching staff. And this series has a lot of eyes on it besides the baseball side of things. Do you have any words or opinions about a possible future salary cap on MLB?
Future of what?
Salary cap?
No, I don't know. Listen, I'm a baseball coach. It's what I do. I try to help players find their best self. I don't know if I'm good at it or not, but I don't know anything about the business side. I don't even think about that. That's above my pay scale. I think about helping players get better. However a guy's getting paid, it's none of my business. And the comments about, I just try to bring attention to how great our guys are for competing the way they have. It doesn't matter. When it's one-on-one, it doesn't matter what anybody's making. You compete and you play baseball the same way you play baseball all year. So I'm not looking to make any opinions about what's going on in baseball today, the rules. I'll tell you this, MLB does a hell of a job. However it gets to it, when they make rule changes and do things like that, they do a hell of a job of making good changes. So hopefully we continue to make good changes and you know, everybody's happy and the fans can be happy with great competitive baseball, you know.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead, Todd, on the left.
Murph, other than his willingness to take the ball literally every game here, have you learned anything in this postseason about Ash as far as like competitiveness, durability, anything like that?
For sure. He's been quality. He wants to take the ball. It's a nice little niche, and it helps our bulk pitchers too that don't have that experience of the start and the anticipation and all that kind of stuff. It serves as a help. Because, you know, for instance, a guy like Miz, who you might see today, a guy like Miz went through a stretch of really struggling on the front end, you know, and he did it consistently, struggled. So sounds easy just to throw him out there and get him to grow up, and it's great. But when you have someone like Ash willing to throw every day and capable of throwing every day, and his stuff doesn't go down, why not put him in there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hitters?
Okay, we're going to go back there on the right.
Murph, you guys have the best road record in the regular season. What led to that success, and is there anything you guys can take from that into the next, hopefully, 3 games here?
Yeah, I mean, great people. You know, there's no, you know, this game is, as you know from following it, you ebb and flow. You go through great times and whatever. You can play good and lose. You can play average and win, you know. But the type of guys we have assembled, are the right type to be able to overcome things and to play. They've played great on the road. They've played great at home, but usually the team with the best record in baseball has a chance to have the best record on the road because that's how you get the best record in baseball. So anything different that they've done? No, they've just played the game pretty hard for 9 innings, like we did the 5 games in Chicago, or the 5 games against Chicago. We played hard every single game. The 2 games here, we've played hard both games. There's not a matter of like, oh, what happened to the Brewers? They're not showing up. They're not playing well at the right time. Wait a second. We just beat the Cubs, who was one of the hottest teams in baseball at the time, in a very emotional 5-game series. That's good. That's playing good. Now we're down 2 games to the Dodgers, who had 2 epic historical pitching performances. It's the way it is. We got a lot of baseball left.
Okay, we're gonna go here on the left to Kurt, and then we're gonna go to Adam.
Murph, assuming Miz is in.
Where are you, Kurt? I hear you, but I
Right
can't.
here.
I can't find
To
you.
your left. I'm not standing. Assuming Miz is the one following Ashby, does that bump Quintana possibly to tomorrow for the requisite length that you need from someone?
Right. Yep.
Good, Adam.
Great question.
I
love to mess with Kurt. I can't help it. First, it was Adam, beginning of the year, right? Now I've laid off you, and I've went right to Kurt.
Thank you.
I was easy on Kurt early, and now I'm easy on you.
Would Quintana start? Would you say that?
That's a dumb question. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Adam. Would Quintana start? Possibly. He's obviously not, because he's left-handed. We don't get that advantage unless we thought that they were going to take their lineup and do it totally differently, which we don't think the Dodgers will with, 2 of the best hitters in the game, and Ohtani and Freeman. So most likely we wouldn't need an opener in that. It wouldn't make as much sense to have an opener.
My other question, Murph, was when
Are you giving him approval to ask 2 because his first one was shady? All right.
See how this one goes. Yesterday, he thought he was pitching, or at least he said he thought he was pitching today. How much in general are you asking your pitchers to sort of go with the flow more than they're used to? And do you consider that a significant ask, or is this life in the postseason?
It's life in the postseason for sure. And everybody's going to be critical of everything that doesn't go perfect. You know what I mean? But they were probably critical in the Chicago series too. But we won. So there it is. We've been able to piece together all year a kind of a winning formula. And, despite the 2 great pitching performances and we're still in a good spot. It's either Miz today or Miz tomorrow, Quintana today, Quintana tomorrow. So that's the way it is.
Your far right, Jason Stark.
Murph. Murph, is it safe to say that your team likes being the underdog, is motivated by being the underdog? And when you're having those underdog type conversations, do you ever reference payroll, your payroll, their payroll, anything about payroll that you could use to your advantage?
To the team?
Yeah, when you're having those conversations or creating that underdog mentality.
I mean, I don't think we're creating an underdog mentality. There's not one of you out there that predicted us to win over 81 games this year. Not one person. So when that happens, who are we? You know what I mean? Like, who are we? We don't have the big payroll. We don't have the big name stars, although some of those guys are becoming very recognizable. Bryce Terang is, the Platinum Glove winner last year, and he's kind of put himself on the map as like, hey, this is an up-and-coming great player. Sal Frelick has put himself on the map that people are like, wow, this guy's special. He just has the it factor. Jackson Churio at 21 years old is becoming, so it's not like we don't have star power, but we don't have $700 million guys, and we don't have guys that with $300 million contracts. But with all that being said, we're the underdog because we are. Now, underdog meaning we're not capable? I didn't say not capable. I'm just saying we're the team that nobody predicted over 81 games and to win over 81 games anywhere last year or this year. We won 93 last year with the same group and 97 this year. So maybe we won't be underdogs in the future, but based on the things that predict success in the major leagues, you mentioned payroll. That's a correlation between great success and great payroll. So you can bring it up if you want to, but I don't bring it up with our guys. I just try to get them to play hard and believe they can. But they win the games. I have very little to do with it. They have created for themselves. We're the team that we're gonna play you. We're gonna fight you.
How does the crew win today's game? Who needs to step up? Let's find out with the keys to the game. It's the Leadoff Show, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 1250 AM and 105.7 FM, The Fan.
There is Pat Murphy speaking before the game today. They're doing the on-field introductions right now. Coming up after the Leadoff Show, we will have Wisconsin Sports Wrap-Up. I will be here with you another hour. It's going to be very heavy Packers. I assume that if you're listening to the radio during this game, you are going to want to try to avoid a lot of Brewers talk. So I will update throughout the game, but we will primarily talk Packers on Wisconsin Sports Wrap-Up. So just to keep you guys in the loop. Key to the game today, you gotta double your hit count at least, probably triple your hit count combined over the last two games into this game for Milwaukee. It's going to be getting Glasnow out before 5 innings. That's today's key to the game. That's going to do it for us here at the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Coming up, Wisconsin Sports Wrap-Up. I'll be here with you talking Packers for the next hour or so. On the other side, Brewers, Dodgers, Ashby opening, Miz likely to follow after, going up against Tyler Glasnow, Game 3 of the NLCS. Live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. One more thing, don't forget, Brewers, send them home.